Your Facebook ads aren't performing because you're solving the wrong problem. This is the same store a few months apart, and they're selling the same product and having the same offer. So what changed? Well, often it's not your product and it's not your creative. And this is an example how a few small changes can have a big impact on your end results. I have spent more than 50 million in ad spend in the last 4 years. And today I'm going to share with you 7 Facebook ad tips that will help you get more sales and better ROAS. So the first strategy that's absolutely crushing it in 2025 is something most store owners completely overlook, and it has nothing to do with the targeting or budget. It's about your messaging angles. Most people think they need the perfect product or the perfect audience to succeed with Facebook ads, and they spend hours tweaking targeting options or searching for new hot products. But here's what's fascinating. I've seen the exact same product get completely different results based solely on how it's presented. One store was struggling to sell a posture corrector focusing on the fix your back pain angle. The same product started flying off the shelves when they switched to look taller and more confident. This isn't just about writing different ad copy, it is about understanding that different people buy the same product for completely different reasons. Here's how to implement this strategy. Take your product and list every single benefit it provides, not features, benefits. Think about different type of customers and what would matter most to each of them. And then create separate ads focusing on each major benefit. One ad might focus on the practical aspect, another on emotional benefit, and third on the status or lifestyle improvement. When you do this right, Facebook's algorithm will automatically show each angle to the people most likely to respond to that specific message. So you're not just testing different ads, you're letting Facebook find different customer segments based on what motivates them to buy. Now, let me share a strategy that might seem counterintuitive at first, but it's absolutely crushing it in 2025. It's about letting go of detailed targeting and letting your copy and messaging do the heavy lifting. And I know what you're thinking, but I need to target people interested in my niche. This is something in the past. But back then, I would also spend hours stacking interests, trying to find the perfect audience combination. So after managing millions in ad spend, I've discovered something that completely changed my approach. The more we try to narrow down our targeting, the more we are actually limiting Facebook algorithm from finding our best customers. So think about it. Facebook knows more about your potential customer than any interest targeting could ever tell you. Their browsing behavior, purchasing patterns, engagement habits, and signals you can't even access through regular targeting. So here is how to implement this strategy properly. First, remove all detailed targeting. Yes, all of it. No interest, no behaviors, no lookalikes, just broad targeting. And instead, put all your efforts into writing high intent copy that speaks directly to your customer pain points. Make your message so specific that only your ideal customer would care about it. Let your copy qualify for audience. So if you're selling a keto cookbook, don't target keto diet interest. Write copy that only someone struggling with keto would relate to. When you combine broad targeting with laser focused messaging, you're letting Facebook's find people who behave like your best customers, not just people who liked on a related page 2 years ago. Third strategy is a game changer that most advertisers don't even know exists and has been out for many years. It's about preserving your social proof and making your ads look more trustworthy from day one. You find a winning ad with great engagement, lots of likes, comments, shares, everything. And then you want to use it in a new campaign or scale it up. So you duplicate the ads and all that social proof disappears. So you're starting from zero again. This is like throwing away 5-star review every time you want to expand your business. All that social proof you've built up is gone. And in 2025, when people are more skeptical than ever about ads, starting from zero can kill your performance. So here is the solution. It's called post IDs. When you create a new ad or campaign, instead of duplicating that, use the existing post ID from your winning ad. This way, all your social proof, every like, comment and share carries over to the new ad. Think of it like this. Instead of creating multiple copies of your ad, you're just showing the same proven ad to different audiences or in different campaigns. To do this, simply find your post ID in Ads Manager, save it, and reuse it when creating new ads. This way, whenever you're scaling your campaigns, you're always building on your existing social proof instead of starting over. Strategy number 4 is crucial because it solves the biggest problem advertisers face in 2025, knowing your true ROAS. Without this, you're essentially flying blind with your ad spend. So let me paint you a familiar picture. You check your Facebook Ads Manager and it shows one ROAS number. You check your Shopify dashboard and it shows something completely different. Then you look at your bank account and you're left wondering what's really happening with your ad spend. This isn't just frustrating, it's dangerous, because if you can't trust your data, how can you make scaling decisions? How do you know which ads are actually profitable? It's like trying to run a business looking at 3 different bank accounts, each showing different numbers. And here is a solution: implement proper third-party tracking like TripleWell or Northbeam. These platforms give you the full picture by showing you the true ROAS across all platforms, accounting for delayed conversions and revealing the real customer journey. They also track cross-device purchases, so when you have this level of quality, you can make confident decisions about your ad spend. So no more guessing, no more doubt about whether Facebook's numbers are accurate, but just having accurate tracking is the foundation nowadays. Once you know your true numbers, you need to know what to do with that information, and that's what exactly we are going to cover next. The 5th strategy is what separates successful advertisers from those who constantly struggle, and it's about having exact rules for when to scale and when to cut. So removing all emotion from your decisions. Most advertisers make decisions based on gut feeling. They see a bad day and panic, or see a good day and they get overexcited, and I used to do the same thing until I realized something crucial. The most successful advertisers treat this like a math equation, not an emotional roller coaster. Would a professional trader make investment decisions based on how they're feeling that day? Of course not. They have a strict rules they follow no matter what. So here is the exact decision framework you need to implement. So first, establish your rules for cutting ads. If an individual ad spends 2 times your target CPA without results, pause it. For entire ad sets, I like to give them up to 4 times the target CPA before making a decision, and never run more 3 to 5 ad variations in each test. This keeps your data clean and standardize your testing. So use broad targeting in one ad set or stick to proven audience, and keep all other variables consistent. Only change one element at a time. This isn't just about having rules, it's about having the discipline to follow them consistently. So when you do this right, every decision becomes clear and objective. Strategy number 6 is probably the most important mindset shift you need to make in 2025. It's about how you look at your data, and it completely changes the way you make decisions. So here is a scenario every advertiser knows. You wake up, check your ads first thing in the morning, and see terrible numbers. So your heart sinks. So immediate instinct, start pausing ads or making changes. Or maybe you see an amazing results in the morning and immediately start scaling everything, only to see performance tank by evening. This reactive day by day approach is like trying to predict the weather by looking at a single hour. You might see rain right now, but that doesn't tell you anything about the actual weather pattern. So here's how to analyze your data properly. Never make decisions based on a single day performance. So instead, look at 3-day averages for newer campaigns, use 7-day averages for scaling decisions, and monitor 14-day trends for overall account health. Remember that daily fluctuations are normal. What matters is the trend. So is your CPA gradually increasing or decreasing? Is your ROAS showing an upward or downward trend? And there is something most people don't realize. Bad mornings often turn into good days. The full day's data often looks completely different from what you see at 9 a.m. and what you see in the evening. And our final tip might seem simple, but is the secret weapon that top advertisers use consistently to improve their result. It's about documenting everything you test and learn. So most advertisers run test after test, making changes, try different approaches, but never keep track of what they've done. And 6 months later, they're testing the same things that didn't work before, or worse, they can't remember what actually worked well. It's like trying to solve a puzzle but throwing away piece as you go. So you might eventually figure it out, but you waste so much time and so much money redoing things you've already tried. So I see this all the time, and people are spending thousands testing something that already failed 3 months ago, simply because they didn't actually record their results. So here's how to implement proper testing documentation. So create a simple spreadsheet that tracks what you are testing. That could be creatives, audience, copy angles, and the exact settings you used. Then the results you got from this test, key observations about what worked and what didn't, and then document everything, even failed tests. All for understanding why something didn't work is just as valuable as knowing what did work. Review your document monthly and look for patterns. What type of creatives consistently perform better? Which angles tend to resonate with your audience? This isn't just about avoiding repeated mistakes, it's about building a playbook of what works for your specific business. So now you have these 7 powerful strategies, but here's the reality. Implementing them correctly is crucial. So one wrong setup can throw off your entire campaign performance, and what works for one store might need adjustments for another. So if you're ready to implement these strategies the right way, click the link in the description to book a free strategy session with me if you're spending more than $10,000 per month and you can't scale. And if you're not quite there, make sure to check some of my other videos where I talk about Facebook ad mistakes or how to implement some of the strategies we talked about today. See you in the next video. Peace.